Good day everyone, I am Cesar Ian O. Flores, a second-year Bachelor of Physical Education B. For today's video, I am going to discuss my report about cultures and dances of Manobo on the course Philippine Traditional Dances. What is Manobo? Manobo is the Hispanicized form of Manuvo, which of course means people. The Manobo appeared to be a remnant of the very first Austronesian invasion from Taiwan, predating peoples like the Ifugao of Luzon. The Manobo supergroup includes several of the groups described elsewhere, but there are also many Manobo peoples not considered apart from the main group. The general orientation is now predominantly upland, as they were chased from the valleys by invading Visayans and Spaniards. But the Manobo have an adaptation to virtually every ecological niche, from rugged highland to coast, and are found from Sarangani Island to Agusan del Sur, the Davao Provinces, Bukidnon, and North and South Cotabato. Kinship is figured bilaterally, and nuclear households are kin-grouped into widely dispersed communities usually situated on ridges high above mountain drainages. Some communities have long houses. Leadership is achieved by a skilled and socially powerful datu who creates alliances in many ways, including marriage. Several area datus would be organized under higher datu, united in united in turn under the sultanate with Araha Muda. This structure is gradually giving way to the westernized scheme of provincial government and local councilmen, which places more emphasis on the young and educated. The distinctive ethnic costumes have mostly given way to commercial clothing, with ethnic materials being sold commercially as antiques. Manobo. The name came from Mansuba from men, person or people, and Suba, river, meaning river people. The first Manobo settlers lived in northern Mindanao. At present, Manobo tribes can be found at the hillsides and river valleys of the northeastern part of Cotabato. According to an oral tradition, the Manobos were led by two brothers, Mumalu and Tabunaway. They lived by the Manobo Creek, which flowed into the Mindanao River near the present site of Cotabato City. In the 14th century, Sharif Kabungsuan, a Muslim missionary, arrived from Johori to convert the people of Mindanao. Tabunaway did not want to convert to Islam but told his younger brother not to reject the Muslim faith. Tabunaway and his followers moved up the Pulangi River to the interior of Cotabato. They decided to part ways and in the years to come established their own tribes. These groups retained their indigenous beliefs, practices, and the name of their original site, Banubo, which eventually became Manobo. The descendants of Mamalu became the Maguindanao. Here are the ceremonial dances of the Eromanen named Manuvo. Name of dances and when performed. First is the Pinudtul. Fridays and Sundays during yearly celebrations of harvest, tilling, blessings of farming equipment, etc. Second is Doriana. Fridays and Sundays during yearly celebrations of harvest, tilling, blessings of farming equipment, etc. Third is Dalan Teoripen. Fridays and Sundays during yearly celebrations of harvest, tilling, blessings of farming equipment, etc. Yan yung a name of dances at kung kailan nila ito piniperform. Pinudtol. The pinudtol means to request. This is a supplication to Kerenan or Megbevaya, the supreme being. Members of the tribe use the dance as medium to petition for protection, guidance, and healing from all sickness from the kirinan. The hand gestures characterized by the turning in and out of the hands mm, of the hands is an expression to welcome good spirits and at the same time ward off bad spirits. Elbows are bent throughout the whole duration of the performance as shown in the figure A and B. Three dance terms describe the dance movements: the sikal, pengenapay, and banlay. All these are simultaneously done to create a one whole dance pattern and repeatedly executed while dancers move into a circular formation. Uh, the pinudtol no, means request. Uh, this is a supplication ginagamit nila sa Kerenan or Migbavaya. Ito yung kumbaga yung God nila, the Supreme Being. So itong pinudtol ay sinasayaw nila ito sa kanilang Supreme Being. And as you can see dito sa picture sa figure A and B. Diyan yung yung steps kung paano nila sinasayaw yung pinudtol. Next is the Doroyana. Doroyana refers to the swinging movements or duyan in Tagalog and Bisaya language to the tribe. It refers to the weaved hammock means duyan, used as sleeping cot of infants. It is also used by other communities in the rural areas. According to Apo Apir, the dance mimics the movement and direction of the swing when a child is put to sleep or made to calm down. She added that it expresses the daily lives and activities of the community. It pictures the parents praying for guidance and protection for their children. The hand movement is identical to Penudtul. The hands have the same symbolism in welcoming the good spirit and pushing away the bad ones. There is an additional set of counting and a slight variation in the direction. The movement of the dancers clearly signifies the beautiful rhythmic pattern of the duyan while trying to pacify the child. That is the Doroyana. It refers to the swinging movements or duyan in Tagalog and Bisaya language. Next is Dalan Te Uripen. Dalan Te Uripen interprets the story of a maiden who committed a violation in the community by disobeying a tradition. When a woman refuses to marry the man arranged for her in marriage, it is considered a violation of the agreement. Payment through money or property by the family of the woman to the bereaved party would compensate for the violation. In the case of incapacity of the family to pay, usually the dato would pay in her behalf in exchange for the woman's servitude in his homestead. This dance also portrays the present-day situation of some members who are working as house helpers and some who have preferred working in foreign lands. The hand movement is similar to Penudtul and Doroyana, which expresses invitation of good spirits when wrists are in turned in and shoving away the evil ones when it turned out. In addition, the arms are both the arms are both swung up and down in front of the body, a little to the right and left side alternately. The ascended close step is used in moving forward with the right foot leading. The dance movements have the same terms as the Pinudtol and Doroyana, which are performed altogether simultaneously. Dancers all face in one direction as they perform and execute the steps going clockwise and in a circular manner. Sikal, Penginape, and Banlay are still prevalent in the dance. The only difference is the added strength in footsteps and two-count pose at the end of every set. Their beliefs. Despite the fact that the various Manobo communities have been separated, there is one common thread that binds them together. Each tribal group culture believes in one great spirit. usually viewed as the creator figure. The Manobo also believe that there are many unseen spirits who can intrude in the lives of humans to accomplish their desires. These spirits are both good and evil in nature and can raise anger and pleasure. There is a common belief that a Manobo hunter will be killed by his own dogs or prey if he does not ask for permission first from Lalawag, the god of all forest games, before going on a hunting trip. The Samayaan is a native ritual in which omens are read in connection with the various stages of the farming cycle: clearing, planting, growing, and harvesting. The first day of the planting season marks the beginning of the Manobo year. The last day of harvesting is the ending. Cultivating rice and corn has been and still is a part of the Manobo way of living. Some Manobo villages have shifted to the cultivation of coconut for copra export. Corn and rice are planted in the month of February. The corn is harvested in July, but rice takes longer to grow and is harvested 4 months later. When the trees start to bloom, the Manobo hunter will wait for the coming of the bees that will lead him to their beehives. The hunt for bees is the basis of the traditional bee hunting dance. To pray for a successful hunt, only bee hunters are allowed to sing a traditional song titled Mga Ninay. This hymn is a song in honor of Panayangan, the god of the bee hunt. The song must be proclaimed outside the house. Singing it inside will cause the house to burn down. Throughout the year, the elders of the Manobo tribe are looking for the starlit sky to determine the season of planting, harvesting, fishing, and hunting. Each star can bring a different message and will guide the tribal group in their traditional way of living. This practice is called pamition, the Manobo's indigenous way of understanding the stars. Nowadays, only the members of the older generation of farmers will continue to use the pamition, but they are passing the knowledge to the present generation to learn the old way of living, keep their culture and traditions alive, and deepen their consciousness about their own culture. The Manubo musical instruments. There is the examples. Gong ensembles, ahong, magpet, 8 gongs sa gagong, 5 small handheld gongs struck with padded sticks. Ahong, 10 small knob gongs hung vertically on a frame, usually in a triangular formation with the smallest gong at apex. Kaantuhan, higher pitch gongs which carry the melody. Player stands as he strikes gongs 7, 8, and 9, occasionally gong 6. Bandel, lowest pitch gongs which sets the temps. Player is confined to gong 10. Ahong is here during festival occasions and has its repertoire pieces entitled Panihuman, Conversation, Badbad, Thanksgiving, Tokubong, Reconciliation, and Malandoy Clan Reunion. In the municipality of President Rojas in Sitio Cabalantian in Magpet, the Manubo gong set called Tagungguan is used in an ensemble with a drum called giba and a pair of sticks called paga pagakpak at agricultural rituals and festive occasions where it usually accompanies dances. Tagungguan are Managway and Sinagkaw Crying Lady, Abadti Thanksgiving, Panihuman Merrymaking, Babangat a dance music, and Tagunggungan or Tagunga playing Tagungguan music. Manobo Gong Ensemble from Kulaman Valley, Calamansig, Sultan Kudarat, referred to as Sagagong. Manobo Gong Ensemble is similar to the terrorized Sagagong where each of 5 performers carries a single song by each short string as he strikes his particular rhythmic pattern. When only 4 players perform, the second and third gongs are assigned to one person. Sagagong is played during festive gatherings and among its pieces are Deket-Deket, Talibanen, Talibenan, Tolus, Foninko, and Mandisar, the last 3 of which are dance pieces. Sa Uray, Bamboo Tube Zither of the Manobo. In Magpet sa Uray plays pieces of the gong ensemble and accompanies songs like Lahinat Ko Amandas, Stand Up Maandas. Saluray or togo has anywhere from 5 to 9 strings lifted up from the hard skin of the tube itself. In Kulaman Valley, many pieces of the togo are programmatic such as Lambag Dagat, Waves of the Sea, Dagi Sigkil, Tiny Bells of Anklets, Kagit Bataku, a man wading in the water looking from his lost brother. Hamelin at taon namatay, advice from a dying man, and Hambog Nonoy, Nonoy the Braggart. Kuglung, another string instrument of the Manobo in Magpet and President Rojas, accompanies songs such as Iyanad, So Anak Ko, Go to Sleep My Baby, Talukaw at Tree, Nakad Sandita, a lady regretting her fate, Eslol Slowly, and Alimugkat, goddess of the river. Faglong, in Kulaman Valley, Dakal Faglong is a piece with dance. This two-stringed lute is played during agricultural rites, courtship, marriage, and death. It accompanies songs and dances with the performer usually singing, dancing, and playing the lute at the same time. The two-stringed lute may be played solo or an ensemble with a saluray and a ring. Type bamboo flute with four finger holes called lantoy. Lantoy used a solo instrument to play tunes of vocal songs like the epic Omahingan and to accompany songs like Baya Baya, which tells of life experiences. Pundag, another bamboo flute in President Rojas. Flandag in Kulaman Valley features a notch in its blowing end and has three finger holes plus thumb hole. Examples of its repertoire are Doyoy Thomas' Song of a Hen, Malakufak, a singing bird; Tingkalong Fox, Daliway, a girl mourning her father's death; Duyoy Bata, song of a woman about to be married; and Hong Tihai, remembrance. Kombeng, Manobo flutes like bamboo jaws, harp, used for courtship and entertainment or to express their feelings. Other instruments, particularly found in Kulaman, valleys, luloy, small flute, luting 3 to 5 suspended lugs. Taluan sa lagaan, long drum. Takumba, two-string parallel zither. Duwagay, sing-string bowed fiddle. Slagi, large song which is used to call people together. Manubo, vocal music, characterized by narrative songs, lullabies, and songs of nature. Important song type is the epic o wahingan, whose equivalent in the Kulaman Valley is Doyoy Tugudon. Nalit, a type of song that relates life experiences. Dagi Pla, entitled Foot Foot, is sung during wakes and social gatherings. That is the Gandingan. Bandil, Saluray, Duwagay, Manobok clothes. The following are the clothing-related terms in the Dulangan Manobo language. Sinulog, clothes women wear on special occasions. Kergal, shirts or blouse. Paleda or lubing, skirt. Siluel, pants. Sempek, short pants. Baeg, loin cloth, and lapin kawal or lapin sempek, underwear. A group of Dulangan Manobos in traditional clothing. A sample of sinulog garments worn by women during special occasions. A long-sleeve shirt for men. Kegel is the general term for upper garments from both men and women. And that's end my report. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you will learn a lesson from this topic.